I mean, realtors are looking for a way to get an edge while simultaneously keeping the level of work at its current pace, which is for
Close to
most
zero.
pretty damn close to like checking the messages and like calling a couple people back. It's funny, man. Like there's some realtors out there that it's like, are you interested in buying a church? Like where's the church? Like, can I get a little bit more info? Yeah. Can you have a call with this guy? Like, who's this guy? Oh, he's the guy who's got the church. Like, where? How am I going to get? And this is like a regular kind of runaround. It's like it's
Yeah.
really crazy. But uh, a younger, more technologically savvy realtor right now who's got their shit together, man, can really do some damage. Because I can't imagine it's hard for like other people to sniff out these horrible realtors. Like,
It's close to impossible now. Yeah. I was actually on a different podcast and I was talking about it. It was on TLN. And we were talking about how social media is so dangerous now, because how do you know who you're going to trust or who you can believe? Because everyone's so sure of themselves online. And majority of people are just naive. They just don't know.
no.
What do
And
you do? Yeah, like what would you recommend to a client? Like what do you tell your clients to recognize the value that you have in order to be able to, make sure that they're making the right decision?
I tell them to interview like 5, 6 realtors. Like if you see someone online and you see their presence online and you're happy with it, that's not enough to make a decision.
no,
Such a
it's like
big transaction.
social media is like just a really long billboard,
It is.
right?
A free,
A
really long
free,
billboard.
really
Well,
long billboard where
That's the
you can
key.
edit like
Mhm.
constantly, right? So it's like through meeting a bunch of people that we deal with in social media, you see that, a lot of um a lot of bark is way better than the bite,
Well, I know
right?
someone who got his license about 5, 6 months ago, and he started a podcast. But I know from, because we have mutual friends, that he's only done like 3 lease deals, and he's out here giving people advice, and that's scary.
On like $80 million land assemblies,
Like
right?
talking about things that he just should not be talking about.
Yeah.
I won't talk about things that I don't know. Like I'm not really, I don't know that much about development like you do. And I can admit to that. And I spoke to another realtor who's very big in land space, and he sells buildings, and he's really big in commercial. And he's like, you know what? If you have any questions, you call me. I can teach you everything. And I can be honest when I don't know everything. Some of these realtors, they're not honest with themselves.
I
No,
think
they
I give credit though for a new agent for putting themselves out there. And I think that is, I think, the start of it all. Like the fake it till you make it kind of thing. But you're right though. You have to draw the line. So if you have a podcast, what a good way for a realtor to do would be to just bring on guests. So you
Yes.
have the podcast, you're new, but then you just bring on other realtors and you bring on other guests and you bring on more people. And so over
Interview
time,
them.
so over time, so you're providing value from real experts, and over
Mhm.
time, people will see you as being like their point of contact for information.
well, but
Right. But
Exactly.
yeah.
what most do is
Yeah.
they become the expert, right? They go on there and they say like prices are only going up, or if you look at the long-term trend in Toronto over 30 years, prices only go up, and
Only
you
goes up.
should. But people become the expert now, and with all the fancy editing and all the tricks, and you can rent the Lambo for the background. But it's a joke, but it's not a joke. Like, this is what's going on. People are out there and they're talking a talk, and they're acting as if, or whatever you want to say from whatever course told you to do it, but they are, and they're teaching people stuff, and people are listening. And so most people don't see someone in social media and then meet them and know that there's a disconnect, right?
Yeah.
Most people don't understand that they don't know what they're talking about, even when they're in front of them now, right? And then most people have like a group or a band of merry men behind them, like the mortgage guy and the lawyer, who are all schmucks too. And next thing you know, you got like an article written about you in every news media outlet in Canada because you got your house stolen when you went on vacation.
Yeah. It's
Crazy.
Yeah.